A place that is great to live in is not always the best place to build wealth. It's easy to fall in love with Bali lifestyle, but when it comes for property ownership, long-term investment security, and future of your asset, many people in Bali start looking at the United Arab Emirates. That's why I accepted invitation from my Australian friends who live and spend time in Bali and flew all the way from Dubai to Bali to share how the UAE property market works, a market I've been analyzing for the past 11 years. A market with investor-friendly regulations, low or no taxes, a high level of safety, and the world-class infrastructure. A place where you can invest with confidence, build a long-term strategy for yourself and your family, and enter the market with a budget that is often similar to what attracted many investors to Bali in the first place. Let's begin our presentation. I'm very excited, about today's event, really. It's the first time that I do it here in Bali. I used to do some events in Dubai mainly, but I never combine it with holidays, okay? So who I am, I'm Svetlana, you can call me Lana. I'm originally from Ukraine. I've been living and working in Dubai for the past 11 years. I have financial background. I'm mastered in finance. I've been working in Austrian bank for many years in headquarters. Then when I was in Dubai, I had my company. So maybe if any one of you will be interested about that, how to open a company in Dubai, I can definitely share my own experience and share some contacts, where you can potentially reach out to. I had a free zone company in Dubai for the business development services. So I was the person who helped grow businesses, mainly European businesses. So if you have a company in Europe somewhere, or in Australia, or anywhere else, I'll be the person who will be finding you the distributor in the UAE, and not only, across actually GCC countries. So I've been traveling, I had many projects in Saudi Arabia, I've been 7 times in Kuwait, in Qatar, in Bahrain. So I'm pretty much familiar with the whole region. And for me, it was very natural to move to real estate. I already built my network in Dubai and in GCC. And then I just sold my shares to my partner of my company, and I joined real estate. So I'm working for the Mint Elite Investment Real Estate. It's a real estate company in Dubai. We are working with off-plan properties, which is like a primary market in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Also secondary market, and both residential and commercial. Even land. So me personally, I specialize in residential and commercial in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. We also have internal in our team person who is focused on land, if anyone can be interested in that. A majority of flights from Dubai to many countries takes around 6 to 8 hours. Speaking about capacity of international airports, and this is very important for you to know, because this is one of the magnets for the price growth. Today, we have capacity of 95 million people per year, passengers, but we have here upcoming magnet. It's Al Maktoum International Airport. By 2032, is going to be the biggest airport in the world. Today, this airport is operational for private jets, for some also international flights, but there is a big expansion of this airport. It's located on south area of Dubai, and there are 2 phases. So first phase will give us possibility to accommodate and to have capacity for 150 million passengers, and by 2032 we have all the way to 260 million people. What does it mean? Properties which are located close to the biggest airport in the world is in high demand for short-term rent, and of course long-term as well, but short-term rent particularly. This is the biggest airport in the world, just in very close future, 5-6 years. It took us 9 hours to fly by Emirates from Dubai to Bali. Direct flight, very comfortable. To be very honest, I'm first time in Indonesia, and I was very much curious to, compare services, lifestyle, and even in airport, when we went outside here in Bali, I was very curious to know how fast I will pass passport control. Is there any queue? Because in Dubai, everything is super quick, okay? Dubai is very quick, fast, dynamic market. Here we have person from Dubai. I guess you agree with me, you can confirm my words. Look, why I'm saying this is just because the quick, dynamic process is everywhere. When you're coming out in airport, you have fast passport control, you have the smart gates, everything is super fast. And then when it comes to property purchase, it's also super fast. I work mainly with European and American investors, and sometimes those which are investing first time in Dubai, I have even to explain them that sometimes when the project is very, very hot, very good one, we have to take decision fast. Like in my experience, I had someone who actually took time to think about it. I registered him. I said, look, I just registered you, okay? Let's try, let's go to the launch, let's try to get unit. And then he thanks me afterwards. So the person was not ready yet, but then I just show him, explain the process. I said, look, we need to be very fast because sometimes we have half an hour, to take decision. So Dubai is very fast. You can see the connectivity, that Dubai is actually connected continents. Beautiness of Dubai location is that, and I'm sure you agree with me, if you travel to different continents, Dubai is the middle of everywhere, and most probably you already had stopover in Dubai. 25,000 Australians live and work today in the UAE. They're all residents, and they have Emirates ID, and they have their companies, their kids going to schools, and actually they are permanently based in Dubai or Abu Dhabi. In 2025, 333,000 Australians visited UAE. Majority of those people came back as investors. When we are talking to the top 10 nationalities who invest in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, Australians is number 7. Indians, UK, US, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, so it will be Australians, and there will be also France, who lives actually in Dubai. We have 200 plus nationalities living in Dubai, but always English. Everyone speaks English. When I arrived to Dubai, which is more than 10 years ago, population of Dubai was 2 million people. Now it's more than 4. For the last years, population growth in Dubai is around 6 to 8% annually, which is 200 to 250,000 people every single year. They require property to live, rent or to buy. By saying that, this is very, very much important because population growth is one of the strategy of Dubai government. We have strategy for the upcoming 20 years, and everything is written there, where Dubai is going to. This is the main guideline for any investor who wants to look at Dubai real estate market, to look at that document. It's a PDF file, actually. And the main goal of that document is to reach 5.6 million people by 2040 by considering the dynamic of population growth for the last 2 years. We are assuming that Dubai will reach 7 million by 2040. So real estate is aligned with strategy. So we have 9,800 millionaires arrived in last year to Dubai. This is the people who have options always, where to live, where to buy properties, where to bring their families. They chose Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Majority of them are from UK and China. So in terms of value, which they brought to UAE, they're more than 93 billion dirham, which is around, I believe it's $50 billion, US dollars, from UK. The similar value from China. 16,500 Chinese people arrived to the UAE. All of them, they are businessmen, and they open their companies, and they call UAE their home. Super important slide, super much related this slide to the situation which is happening today. okay, conflict in Middle East, which is now seems like it's already stopped. Just if you have question, if there is any market crash, any war, any pandemic, any conflict happening in the Middle East or anywhere in the world, what's actually happened with GDP of UAE and price per square foot for properties. So let's look at the history. These informations are taken from official website from Dubai Land Department. Okay, it's easy access to everyone. Everyone can go and see it. When you are investing in the UAE, particularly in Dubai, everything is transparent. If someone bought property 5 years ago, you can go and check it. What was the property price? What was the property price growth? How much was rented that time in that area, in that project, etc. Where else, like, you can see it? Like, I mean, I don't know, like, you tell me, in Bali, do you have it? Like, when I buy property in Bali, like, do they register somewhere where I have access to it and I can really check it? Or I can compare it, what was the price in the same building, if we are talking about apartment, the same building, how much I paid and how much my neighbor paid.
Very difficult.
You cannot do it. Dirham, UAE currency, is connected to the US dollars for the last 20 years. And it does not change. So we had 3.67 dirham per $1, and it's remained until today the same. So when there is a stability of the currency, you understand what does it mean. Stability of economy of that country. Plus we have huge injections of the international investors, I mean. So let's come back to our slide. So we have here a global financial crisis of 2008. We have the GDP minus 5.2. What's happened with the price per square foot? It's above 1,000 dirham per square foot, which is around 250 US dollars. Then it went up, up, up. Then it was Expo 2020 awarded. Do you know that Expo 2020 was in Dubai? It was postponed to 2021 due to COVID. Okay? When it was awarded, GDP grows to the 4.6, and we have growth here in the price per square foot on property. All production cuts globally. GDP went down. The price per square foot remained the same, flat. Then, when we had COVID pandemic, very important, this one, GDP went down extremely down, minus 8.7. What's happened with the price per square foot? It remains above 1,000 dirham per square foot. Here, let me stop it, because I know that especially luxury properties, they went down in the price. So it really matters when do you buy property and for what price. Some prices, some properties, they went down in the price for, let's say, 30%, 50%, okay, in pandemic time. But what's happened after that? In 2 years, prices on properties raised on 100%. So for Dubai, it's necessary to have 2 years recovery time to come back again and even grow in the value. So here it was down, and then next year it was already plus 100% to the property prices. And price per square foot remained above 1,000. Then we had again growth, and we are here in 2026, and we have price per square foot 1,937. It changed, depends on the area, but it just average for you just to understand how Dubai survived through the conflicts. And I'm sure you agree with me that when we put our money to any project, we buy properties in any country, we are not buying just square meters. We're actually trusting country, right? Because if I buy a villa here somewhere, I want to understand what's happening in this country. Like, the tourists will be coming, or there will be any infrastructure happening here, or maybe some better road will be here. Like, what's happened? Maybe shopping mall somewhere will be constructed. Because all those projects and infrastructure, they will be affecting prices on our properties. This is what happens in Dubai. So when you ask me, what will be capital appreciation if I will buy in this project, in this area, I can tell you, okay? I will show you history, because I have it everywhere. It's open source, it's very transparent. We can go visit together, open the exhibit interact, and we can check the properties prices in that area, in that project. And then, of course, we can do our forecast based on our past. So this is very easy, very simple. And I know what project will be happening in that area. Those projects, metro stations, train station, airport, shopping mall, will be affecting your price on your property. That's why we can speak here about capital appreciation. I don't see it somewhere else in other country. Very important slide, my favorite one. The main document is Dubai 2040. It's the urban master plan of Dubai development for the upcoming 20 years. This is an example of what will gonna happen in Dubai in upcoming years, and those projects will be boosting our properties. So, for example, we have Dubai Metro Blue Line across different districts. So, for example, if you are looking at area, let's say Dubai Creek Harbour, we have person who know it. Okay, Dubai Creek Harbour, without connectivity yet, with no metro station. Once metro station will be open there in 2029, prices will go up, okay? Expo City, where Expo 2020 was happening, pavilions are ready. So means commercial properties are there. What is missing there? Just residential properties. So we have there pavilions for international exhibitions. We have pavilions for the concerts. A lot of events happening there. But what is missing? Residential properties. Once you buy property there is primary market there, very good one with many options. Once you have property next to hub of international exhibitions, means what? You just rent it out in the short-term rent. The second one, it's all sponsored by government. These projects are not for sale. Okay, this is everything which is heavily invested from the Dubai government. Al Maktoum International Airport, which we were talking before, this is located over there. Etihad rail connectivity, it's a train station in Dubai. We don't have train, but we have now Etihad rail, which is opening this year. Will be connected Dubai with Fujairah, with another emirate, and the next station will be in Abu Dhabi. So everyone who lives, let's say, have property near Etihad rail station will be for a train station in Dubai. Whoever lives close to Etihad rail, they will be most probably traveling to Abu Dhabi as well. Maybe tourists, who wants to see both Emirates. And we have here, of course, coastline. In Dubai, whoever will be interested in the waterfront projects, in Dubai we don't have huge islands. We have really limited coastline living. In Abu Dhabi, I know maybe you know that Abu Dhabi is made from mix of different islands. Dubai, we have just Palm Jumeirah with Dubai Marina is over here. We have now off-plan projects in Palm Jabal Ali, double size of Palm Jumeirah, and we have Dubai Islands over there, 3 main islands with waterfront projects. So in Dubai, we have beautiful weather starting from October to April, very comfortable. In October, it will be around like 30 degrees, 32. In February, January, we have around 24 degrees. Very comfortable weather, very nice, beautiful temperature. Starting from end of May, it's getting hot. And in summertime, like now, June is still okay, but July, August, it will be more hot, like it can reach up to 40 degrees. But the problem is not even temperature itself, like humidity. So we have summertime, 2-3 months when we have humidity, but then middle of September it's gone, and again, good weather. And in Dubai, we have everywhere like AC, so you don't feel really like hot everywhere. Parkings with AC, for everything with AC. You have parking inside your building. You go downstairs from your apartment, sit in your car, go to office or anywhere, everything with AC. So even there are streets with AC. I was telling before about tourists that we have not only people who are coming just for vacation and for leisure. We have also people who are coming for healthcare, for medicine. There is one particular area in Dubai which is very famous for healthcare. 200 plus nationalities, a lot of schools. The best universities are in Abu Dhabi and also one area in Dubai. Now 27 universities is projected to reach 70 plus universities. So there is a huge expansion of schools because of families who are traveling to Dubai. Coming closer to properties, very important point to remember that Dubai is a modern new city which is under development. So by saying that, in Dubai you will not find properties which are very old because it's new, modern city. But we have 2 markets in the same time, secondary market and primary market. So here in the pictures, you see example of one area, Dubai Creek Harbour. These are the buildings which are looking in that area ready. So if you are looking for example, you or anyone, looking for the property to live in waterfront area with promenade, with a lot of restaurants, coffee shops, with everything for family actually, like spa, salons, pet-friendly zone, with parks, with a lot of things there, you have there like half of the area is fully completed, very popular for rent, for families to stay. But in the same time, since it's a big community built by government developer Imar, we have half of the area primary market. We have their off-plan properties as well. So this is very important to understand because processes for off-plan properties and for secondary market are totally different. Secondary market, you have ready apartment and you rent it or you leave it inside tomorrow. The payment here 100%. For the ready property, or can be mortgage. For off-plan property, you have flexibility on payments. Mainly 20% only required down payment, and the rest can be paid during 3-4 years of construction. So different options, same area. Different strategies. Here, the strategy cash flow, or living yourself. Here's the strategy capital appreciation and future rental yields. So same area, but different options. How do I protect buyers? I want to ask you a question. In your country or in Bali, give me your experience. When you buy property, do you pay price for the property? What account does it go? It goes to corporate account? Where does it go?
To the buyer directly.
The seller's account.
Sales account of the developer, of builder, no?
Buyer and seller directly pay.
You have installments and everything goes to the corporate account. If construction doesn't stop it, let's say you pay first installment, 30% you paid it, and then let's say construction has been frozen, what happens?
The developer goes to Dubai.
It's depending.
Developer, yeah, are you?
I'm fucked. It's as explained as he gets.
Investment is always risk. You agree with me, no? When we invest, it's always risk. But our purpose here to lower our risk by choosing, of course, right area, right project, etc. But one of the very much important points in Dubai that you are not sending even one single dirham to corporate account. Because what does it mean when you pay to corporate account? You mean you pay to the developer to their pocket. And until you will receive your apartment, or property, villa, those money are being used for construction or for anything else. I mean, you cannot track it. You just have that trust with builder, you pay them money, and you are waiting for construction to finish. In Dubai, you don't pay them. So in Dubai, developer, builder, they should start construction on their own money. Let's say volume of big developer in Dubai would be 10 billion dirham. Around 2 to 3 billion dirham, developer should pay from their pocket for that construction. So if you invest with that developer invests more. So you don't really risk, developer, builder, risk more with their own money. And when you invest in off-plan property, primary market, all payments goes to escrow account. What does it mean, escrow? It's a government account which is open for the project itself and open under your name. So you have your individual account under this property. You release 20% down payment, yeah?
Is this only for off-plan or for all property?
It's for off-plan because for secondary market, you are paying directly to the owner. You are not buying from builder. You're buying from the person who already owns that property. So you will be paying to cash or 100% payment.
So Lana,
Yeah.
escrow, does that cost you money?
No.
No.
Nothing.
It's government.
Yeah, of course. The process, how does it happen, I will explain later, but you don't need to do anything. If you invest in primary market, there are some documents which needs to be prepared, which usually agent, broker preparing it. From you, just your passport, email address, phone number, and residency address in your country. That's it. You just send it in WhatsApp to me or anyone who represents you, and everything you will receive automatically. You don't pay anything for that. all money goes to escrow account. It's safe. I mean, if the developer, let's say you pay 30% and developer stop building it, what's happened? You don't pay because the construction is not happening and you're not paying for it. The money are frozen on escrow. Developer does not have access to it. Once they build on 30%, a little sum, they just take it from there. It's been released from government. Once they build on 50%, another amount just receive. And then once it's built on 100% and you receive keys of your property and you go home and relax for 1 year, only after 1 year, developer receive the remaining amount. Why? Because when you're buying in primary market and you're getting your property, there might be some things to be fixed. Maybe there is pool, I don't know, some needs to be maintained better, or maybe you are not happy with, I don't know what, finishing. So then you have 1 entire year to kind of claim it. Just say that, look, I want to change something. And developer has money on it because some percent, like actually it's 5%, will be frozen on escrow account for those purposes. So developer very much interested, to finish construction as soon as possible and to collect the money from escrow. So in Dubai, we have majority of projects are freehold, like 98% of all projects are freehold. You have 100% ownership on them. Non-resident, foreigner, you have rights 100%. You can do with that property whatever you want. You can gift to anyone. You can keep it for 100 years. This really doesn't matter. So in Bali, I guess you have leasehold, right? What $1 million US dollars can buy across different countries, different cities. Here, there are just like few examples. Until Dubai, we have here actually a big list of cities. But in Dubai, you can buy around 78 square meters. It's a prime area. So of course, we are talking here about downtown or waterfront. So $1 million in Dubai can buy you a lot, like much more than that, even double size. But prime area, this is the price for the size of property. How off-plan buying works? As I said before, I work with all developers, all builders in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So for me, like it really doesn't make sense, what project like you're gonna invest in. Like I will not be showing you only the project from one builder. I'll be selecting all of them. I'll be filtering, and then we will go just for the one which are the best suitable like for you. The purchase from primary market is very much simple. I would say like more than 90% of my cases are happening online. Nobody needs to come to Dubai, and to hassle with all the documents. No, it takes literally like days. So first, project selection. Then there will be reservation of the unit. Mainly it's like little amount just to hold the unit. You don't do anything actually, like everything is done by your broker on your behalf. There will be 2 main documents which will be prepared. There will be booking form, and the second one will be sales purchase agreement, which will be automatically issued from Dubai Land Department, will be sent to your email. Everything online, just don't want to go very much to details, but you will have possibility to sign contract from your phone. You don't need to print anything. You need to do anything actually. You have possibility to sign it online. Usually 20% down payment. Can be different, but mainly 20%. After that, you have your sales purchase agreement, which is SPA, which is going to Dubai Land Department. Developer has to register you as the owner of that property with Dubai Land Department. And this SPA goes for registration. For this registration, you pay only one fee, which is existing. It's 4%. Okay, so there are no taxes, like no taxes. You don't pay anything extra. You have property value, and you have 4% Dubai Land Department registration fees. It's in Dubai. In Abu Dhabi, you have 2%. Dubai 4%, Abu Dhabi 2%. For registration, this is you are paying for the on this step. When you are having your SPA, sales purchase agreement. And here it goes to registration with Dubai Land Department. And here your first document, Okut, it's your ownership on the property which is under construction. You are receiving directly from Dubai Land Department to your email. Payments are received by bank transfers, by crypto, can be accepted directly by developer. Crypto, it's possible to pay by crypto. And even in some cases cash, whoever has cash. So different options, no hassle, very, very simple process. And it's very fast. Then what's happened when, so then we have installments. We will speak about payment plans now. Once you register, you have your down payments, you register, you receive your document, you have just time to relax and wait when the construction will be happening, and then you have your installments, which can be absolutely different, can be every quarter payment, can be every month 1%, can be every 6 months, depends. There are different cases here. Then on handover, what's happening on handover? There is a snagging process where me or anyone who represents you coming to the property and checking quality. Everything what was promised, it should be checked, monitored by professional. So then I'm going and do snagging on your behalf. If I don't like anything, I don't know, ceramic on the floor or anything, finishing, I just communicate it to the developer, to the right person, and then we have a few weeks to fix it. Usually it's fixed fast, like 1-2 weeks, it's fixed. Then I come for snagging again. Once everything is okay, I take keys from your property. Handover can be done by broker. Handover can be done by owner, as you wish. We receive keys, and that's it. We have title deed. It's your ownership, same like Okut, but Okut is for property under construction. Title deed is ownership for the ready property. That's it. The process is done. Do you have any questions for right now? All is okay? Are you with me? Not a lot of information? Just tell me if I overwhelm. Yeah.
Is there any tax at all when you're buying property?
No tax. No tax at all. Zero taxes.
And what about capital gains tax?
Zero.
Tax?
Zero capital gains taxes.
And VAT. They have the VAT.
Sorry, VAT. So VAT, you don't pay what? You don't pay VAT if you buy residential property. However, if you pay commercial spaces like office, for example, then you have 5% VAT. In some cases, VAT can be returned. Depends how you purchase, as individual or under company. But for commercial spaces, yes, there will be 5% VAT. For residential, nothing. I already told you expenses. 4% in Dubai for registering, and 2% in Abu Dhabi. In some cases, we can even avoid to pay this. In some cases, we can do a waiver of those expenses. So it comes just to property pure price and with no additional expenses. Tax we don't have for rental income, capital gains, for the property purchase, nothing. You don't have any taxes. You have corporate tax from 0 to 9%. So it's if you open company in Dubai and you run business and you have income for more than 100,000 US dollars net, then in these cases will be 9% corporate tax. Yeah.
No land tax if you own a house?
No land tax. No tax. Zero tax. Payment plans. Beautiness of the, let's say, this situation now that in conflict in Middle East, which happened, it gave us possibility to negotiate more with developers. I guess you asked me before this question, like about flexibility, maybe like it's possible to get good deal, maybe to get good discount from developers now considering the situation, or maybe flexibility on payment plans. So here you go. What does it mean, all these numbers? 20% down payment, or there can be 10% down payment and the other 10% during 3 years of construction. So it means 20% is the construction payment. and 80% on handover, when you actually physically receive your property. 30-70, very few options like that, but it's possible also to get. 30-70, the same. Let's say 20% gonna be down payment, 10% is during construction time, and 70% when you receive property. 40-60, 50-50 means 20% down payment, 30% down during construction, 50% on handover. There are also 60-40, 70-30, depends on developer. As big as developer it is, as more aggressive payment plan is. Government developers have mainly 70-30 to 80-20 payment plan. However, payments in between, we can play around. For example, if you are comfortable to go for 1% monthly payment, it's possible to do it. 1% monthly. It's like, it's not mortgage, but you can consider it like that. You don't have any interest rate on it, but you have this flexibility of payments. And one more option for some people is really very important. There is a post-handover payment plan. It's possible also to get such, where let's say we have here, let's make it opposite, okay? 60-40. So 60% will be until handover time, and the 40% comes during 3 years after handover. So what does it mean? It means you receive your property, you rent it out, and you cover your payments from rental income, totally, fully, or partially. So your property pay itself from already rental income. Such options there are as well, yeah?
What are some of the benefits of having a larger deposit, like towards the 50-50 compared to 20-80? Are you saving on interest there, or like what's the benefits when it's larger deposit?
It's more about, let's say, cash flow. I mean, some people, they can actually put down payment like more, you know, and maybe we can here negotiate on the even some discount, okay? Someone has very like tight budget and they say, look, I want to go for, like I have maximum like 20% for the property value. I don't have more actually now, cash. I want to stay liquid. I don't want to put everything up front. So, and I want to have mortgage. Okay, so so then we can go for the more flexible payment plan. We will go for 30-70. Just coming further, like I will have a case which I will tell you for my client who purchased from Portugal. He purchased with me recently, and we actually went for such strategy. He said, "Look, my strategy is to resell before handover, and I don't want to invest 100% of the property value." He invested 400,000 euros. So here is the location. Okay. He said, I want to potentially like to sell it before handover. He pays 30% only now, and 70% he will avoid paying. But we have capital appreciation meanwhile. So during 3 years of the construction, we are talking, and here is waterfront. So we are talking here about 8 to 12% annually capital appreciation. What does it mean? That means that during 3 years of construction, his property will appreciate. We can forecast it very easy, at least 30%. But so 30% capital appreciation, ROI, but on returns of equity, actually the money what he actually invested, only 30%. So it's 100% of invested money, right? So he invested 150K so far, and he makes 150K on exit. Okay, and he doesn't pay 70%. Some people, they have such strategy, so they go for the most investment-friendly payment plan. Okay, some of them they just like again, we need to choose good projects. Some projects they don't offer such payment plan, but we like project, we like so much area. We can go to another one. We can go for more aggressive, let's say 50-50 or 60-40. But if you have like possibility to pay during 3 years of construction, 60% of the property value. If you can't, then we can change it. Whoever wants, we will speak also about mortgage now. You as a non-resident, you can apply for mortgage, okay, in Dubai, up to 65%. Mortgages, actually. Up to 60, even 65% of the property value you can get financing from the Dubai bank. Okay, so it can be for two options here. Ready property. So when you're buying ready property, you put down like 30-35%, and the rest you can get financing from the Dubai bank for up to 25 years or until you become 65 years old, whatever comes first. Interest rate depends of your documents. We will be checking your, not me, I mean, I work with mortgage brokers, so I just will be there talking with the mortgage broker on your behalf, and we will have like WhatsApp group where we will discuss all the details. But basic documents needs to be provided. You can see them here, your bank statements, passport copy. So they're gonna check your like monthly income, and then they release, like they tell you like how much money they can give you as mortgage. For ready property, it's easy. I mean, up to 65%. And for off-plan property, you can purchase it on handover amount. So means if you go for payment plan 50-50, for example, the 50%, whatever comes on handover, that amount you can finance. Okay? So the property is kind of planned, but you can get mortgage for the amount which is on handover. UAE Golden Visa. If you invest in Dubai property more than 2 million dirham, sometimes even 1.9 can be also done. It's around 500,000 US dollars. Okay, if you invest in any property, off-plan or ready property, you are eligible to get 10 years golden visa for you and your family. Your family means wife or husband, kids, parents, also possible. Some cases, maybe even like brother, sister. It's not free though. I mean, you're eligible to get golden visa, okay? But the price, just to give you estimation, maybe you are interested to know, this 10-year golden visa for you as a main investor will be around 3,000 US dollars, 3 to 4,000 US dollars for 10 years, okay? And it's renewable. If you keep property longer, it can be renewed again and again. What does it give it to you? You have your Emirates ID. You can stay in Dubai if you want, but if you don't want, no need, okay? So, no. If you're a property investor and you have golden visa, so you are not employee, like you are not employed and resident, okay? If I'm employed and I'm resident in Dubai, I have to stay 180 days in Dubai. Otherwise, I lose my residency, right? But if you are an investor and you buy property, you don't need to stay in Dubai if you don't want to, okay? But you have your residency, you open your bank account, let's say, get income from rental income, and you put it in your bank account in Dubai. No taxes, don't forget. Then if you sell property and you receive your income to your Dubai account, 0% tax, your money are there. Of course, you can enjoy using medicine there, like insurance, and or have checkbook to have a loan also, because if you have the residency, you can also take loans from Dubai banks. There is also 2-year property residency. There is not minimum threshold. They released it this year. Before it was 750,000 dirham, which is around $200,000. They release it, they remove it, so there is not minimum threshold of investment here. And it's 2-year residency visa. Okay, but the cost will be the same. So it will be much more like reasonable to go for a golden visa, okay, rather than residency. You have a lot of advantages there. And so, yeah. By the way, so minimum investment is 500K US dollars, but if you are buying primary market off-plan, right, under construction, you actually don't need to pay all this money. You just pay down payment after paying 24%, which is 20% down payment plus 4% registration fees. After that, we can already apply for visa, golden visa, Okay, so you still didn't complete it, all the payments, like you didn't buy that apartment 100%, but you already have golden visa because you have document, contract, or the property value for 2 million dirham. Yeah, in every project, every building in Dubai, basic amenities are gym and swimming pool. Like this is like basic. Okay, a part of that, very often you can find clubhouse, paddle court, like tennis court, sauna, like jogging areas, like a lot of things, okay, inside. Everything comes with a package, okay? And for that, you or any like tenant who lives in your property will enjoy all of those amenities for free. And there is a service charge for you as an owner to pay for that. Depends on the area and depends on the project itself. Service charge can be different, okay, from 12 dirham to 25 dirham, depends. But just more or less, let's say average, let's say 3,000 to 4,000 US dollars, it will be like average, just to give you just rough estimation here, it will be service charge payment for the apartment to pay for you as owner. And you have access to use all those amenities in the project. Security 24/7. There is a reception on the ground floor always with security. Again, amenities inside project. And apartment comes usually semi-furnished, sometimes fully furnished. What does it mean? It means, imagine you take apartment, you take a property, okay, you take apartment, and you just upside down, like put it upside down. But everything that is falling down, this needs to be purchased. And everything what is fitted inside, this will be provided. Means wardrobe, like walk-in closets, wardrobes, kitchen, fully kitchen with kitchen appliances, means with the oven, with the cooker, with the fridge, with the freezer, with the washing machine, sometimes with a dishwasher will be provided. Okay, then like bathroom totally like will be also provided. Also parking place. So you don't buy just apartment, you also buy parking place. It's inside your price. Usually it's one parking place. Sometimes if the unit is big, like 3-bedroom, let's say, sometimes 2 beds as well, it will be 2 parking places. Okay, inside your property, inside the project. So we have your few floors parkings, and then we have residential like floors. So the parking is there, semi-furnished, majority of cases, some cases fully furnished, when you don't buy actually like anything, like you just receive property fully furnished and you just want to rent it out, it does not require additional investment from you. How you can manage your property from abroad? Interesting, no? Like, so you can rent it short term, you can rent it long term. You will receive your income and then resell. How it's happening? It's happening mainly through broker. If let's say you purchase property and it's ready today, and you have to find long-term tenant, the broker will be the one who will find for you. By the way, it's free for you. Like you don't pay to your broker; they work for free. Yes, yeah. So you buy property with me, off plan, you don't pay me commission. Yeah. It's my it's my charity.
That's generous.
How does that work? Like, is that mainly through the support of the Dubai government or?
Builders, developers. So developers, builders, they pay commission to brokers. Why? Because for them to sell properties through brokers costs them less than to do all that heavy marketing to, to attract direct clients to them. For them, it's much better that they will pay commission to broker, and broker works already with a pool of clients, and broker will bring clients to that project, and then they will pay commission to that broker. It's less for them expensive. It's better for them that they would pay heavy marketing for advertising that project across the world, and target direct clients. So this is how does it work. All that job which will be done by broker, it's free for you, okay? Long-term tenant, broker is looking for it. You're receiving your payments for your rent. Rent paid by checks. checks received by broker usually, and it will be cashed out like the way how you want. I mean, like can be if you have Dubai bank account, it can be transferred to your Dubai bank account. If you have foreign account, crypto wallet, it can be sent there. Okay, like different ways. Then if you are renting in short-term rent, so then there will be a short-term rental company. So the broker will not deal with it because like tenants are moving fast, right? And should be cleaning done and everything. So then there will be a management company which will be managing your property. Usually they charge from 15 to 20%, like for Airbnb, okay? And the same thing, you're receiving your income to your account whenever it is. And once you resell it, again, you resell it and the money goes to your account whenever it is. Reselling happening can be online, can be with your presence. When you are present on the reselling process, it's better, like it's more easy, okay? Because for secondary market, it's a little bit a different process. For primary market, it's super easy and majority of cases online. Okay, so here is the taxes. You can see a lot of zeros we have. Zero on everything, okay. Okay, so I don't know, you correct me. Like, where are you from?
From Australia. I feel like the corporate tax is a bit higher than that now.
Yeah, how much is it?
There's some policies they've put in place for the last few weeks where, mid-2027 it's going to go up.
Okay.
Negative gearing on property portfolios getting taken away. So if you're at the top tax rate, I believe it's 47%.
Okay, wow. No, we don't have such. I don't know, like I don't know how I would sell properties in Dubai if my clients have to pay like 47% of their income. Like I understand you, I was you because I mentioned before, majority of my clients are from Europe, from Western Europe, and they are really struggling with those taxes. But no, we have zero, and I hope it will remain forever like that. We have this corporate tax, which I mentioned. Here you have to have like company and your revenue, like your income net should be more than $100,000. But you understand what does it mean net? I mean, you can put under your company expenses to restaurant, that like, I mean, this is like, what does it mean here?
Are you saying like there's basically nothing you can't deduct, or it's like, could you theoretically deduct everything, or like there's some stuff?
You can deduct. I mean, if you pay salary to yourself, first of all. Yeah. Like you are on, let's say you have free zone company. Yeah. And you are managing director of that company by default. Like this is even my case was, okay, manager director of the company. You pay salary, you put salary as much as you want. I mean, you can pay it, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 monthly. So it's deducted from your revenue. So you have payments from somewhere, okay, and then you are paying salary to yourself every month. Then maybe you will have some employee if you want. Then maybe you want to buy, for example, I'm just assuming, maybe you need to buy a printer. Maybe you need to have business trip to go maybe to Bali, okay? And you need to buy tickets. Maybe you need to book hotel. So you just do it under company because it's related to your business.
So the money if you're paying yourself a salary out of your business, that counts as a deduction?
Of course. It's your expenses, yeah? The company expense. And yeah, as I said, you have your accountant and you just, how does it work? Like you just collect receipts every month, and you forward everything to him. And trip, if you travel, like some purchases, dinners maybe, and you can show it like it was business dinner, okay? And then it's deduction from your like revenue, And then whatever is remaining after that, this will be taxed 9% of that amount, okay? If it's gross, $100,000. Okay. Interesting. This is my favorite, I guess, because it's real experience. This is what you cannot find it in ChatGPT, okay? You cannot Google it. This is a personal experience. Only 3 cases from my 3 different clients. One is from Bulgaria. The second one is from Kuwait. He bought already. Now we are selecting number 10 property for him in Dubai. No, one is in Ras Al Khaimah near Casino, and 9 in Dubai. And the third one is the Portuguese client. Pedro, his name. Maybe he will be watching also some video. Okay, so the first one, Dubai Island. 3 different people, 3 different nationalities, 3 different projects, areas, everything, and 3 different strategies. And I'll explain you why we selected those areas and how much did they make at the end, okay? So the first one, Dubai Island, is the waterfront property. This is the real picture of the real project, okay? Waterfront developer, government developer. Beautiful resort-style projects. We bought there 2 apartments with him. He invested $1.5 million US. He's still in the process of his payment. So far, he paid half. Okay, he paid 50% so far. What was like how we selected it? We compared projects in that area and in the island area and with the area neighbor one, also the waterfront. We calculated price per square foot, okay, reputation of developer, and the concept of the project. Because we here looking at mixed strategy, actually. We're looking here as at a capital appreciation first. Waterfront projects appreciate very well in Dubai. So first, capital appreciation. Second, rental yields. He's still thinking about it, like if he wants to sell it then on handover, or he wants to maybe to live in one property, maybe another one to rent it out. So we were like targeting here mainly capital appreciation. We purchased with him those properties with price per square foot, 2,600 dirham. I'll be talking in dirhams, for me it's more comfortable. 2,600 dirham per 1 square foot. Today, after 1 year and a half, properties in the same area, neighbors, okay, neighbor areas, they are launched from 3,200 to 3,600 dirham per 1 square foot. He already made around 1,000 dirham on 1 square foot, and he still has like 1 year and a half to go for handover. So this is what is like when timing is very important. Comparison, analyzing of the project is super important. He's happy with his purchase. It's a beautiful area. There is the completion time, end of 2028, and there is a completion time, deadline for completion for the entire area from the government. This area is a part of Urban Master Plan. You remember the document which I was showing you before, the strategy of development of Dubai. This area is a part of the strategy, okay? So there is a heavy development in that area. What's gonna boost that project? Shopping mall, coming there, infrastructure, yacht promenade, golf fields. Okay, that all infrastructure is happening in that island, and we have there beautiful properties purchased in the right time. Okay, for you just to know, some projects are selling. Like if we are talking about a resort-style property, it will be selling it in like few phases. First phase will be has the cheapest prices. The second phase, usually on 5 to 10% prices will be increased. Then will be again 5% increase, and then again. Why? Because developer wants to guarantee you income. If you're an early investor, you will be sure that until all project will be sold, you already make your money. Okay. So we purchased in second phase number 2. Okay. The second option, the second case, it's for rent, okay? Ready apartments. This is my client from Kuwait. He purchased like several apartments, but just for you, one of the examples, he has 3 apartments in Creek Harbour. One he bought in 2023. We rented out in that time for around $17,000 per year. It's 1-bedroom apartment. After 2 years, in 2025, the same apartment, he rented it for $26,000, and we bought one more apartment end of 2025. It was September, and we rented it with one check for $32,700 US. The same area, just different years, and you can see dynamic of this rent or the price grows. Okay, this is what I was explaining it. So he had those 3 properties in that area. His strategy is to use mortgage because he has for down payment. Usually he has like 40% down payment. He put it down. He buys ready property, but the rest 60% he finance it. Okay, he takes mortgage and he rent it out. He has here cash flow, and actually his rent covers his installments for mortgage. This is how he multiply already his investment, diversify, and he has now, like we are looking now for property number 10, okay?
What's like a typical interest rate, or what would be the range?
Yeah.
So again, depends of the situation, nationality, and like different situation. But just to give an idea, it will be from 5 to 5.5% usually. This case was for his purchase in November last year. He bought waterfront property. It's a studio apartment, but super, super good, super liquid, high floor, 19th floor with Burj Khalifa view, waterfront of planned property. We chose this property because of payment plan. He said he wants, since it's his first investment in Dubai, he said, like, I want to try, know how it goes. And he said, find for me good project with potential for capital appreciation. And I want to put up front like as less as possible. So then we found the project with 30-70 payment plan. So far, he paid only 20%. 10% he needs to pay during like 3 years now, until end of 2028. Until handover time, we will have gap of 6 months. Okay, so the last payment will be middle of 2028. Then we have gap of 6 months. This is the time when I will put this property to sell. Okay, to sell. Yeah.
What are the laws around Airbnb your property? Like, if I was to buy a property, is there like any restrictions around renting it out on Airbnb?
No, there is restriction in branded projects. For example, if you are going for the property, residential property, but branded by Address Hotel or Marriott or Ixos, okay? If there is any brand involved, hospitality brand, they can say like either us, we rented it, and then it will be considered for you as a commercial property, and you pay VAT 5% on that. Or they said, look, you can rent it, but only long-term or minimum for 6 months. Why? Just they don't want to have this flow of different people all the time. They want to keep quality of their property, you know, in good way. So only, like answering on your question, only when there is a brand involved, hospitality brand, then you have restriction of the Airbnb. But if it's residential property, any residential property with no hospitality brand involved, you can rent it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, and there is no restriction there. You are free to use Airbnb or any platform you want yourself. You can use third-party company which will be charging you from 15 to 20% for their services, included cleaning, everything. Okay. Some developers, big ones usually, they have their in-house rental management company. So meaning we purchase with that developer, we get our property, then we want to rent it out in Airbnb, you have possibility to rent it with the same developer. They have in-house team for that. And usually they charge the same, like 15, 16, 20%. Okay, so here the last one is 500K, a little bit less. Our strategy is to resell. So I'm gonna list this property to sell it. It's a fully furnished apartment, and this one is a branded one, okay, by UK brand. That's it. A lot of Aussies in Bali rent great villas, work from here, and spend months outside from Australia. But to buy a property here is a different conversation. That's why I'm hosting a Dubai property briefing here in Bali